Hey y'all, I'm Heather, the Debt Free Quilter, and welcome back to my channel. Now, the first project back is for a very specific reason. Well, a couple of specific reasons. One, it's the first project back, and yes, I know Gnomester Moon needs to be finished, but if you're seeing this video, at the time you're seeing this video, I am recovering from a laparoscopic procedure to repair a hernia. Yes, that's right, I had a hernia. And also I had a tubal, so no more minions for me. But for the next few weeks, I will be unable to lift my precious Juki. So we'll be doing some smaller projects to get back in the swing of things. And this project is one of those. So what we'll be doing today is making a portable pressing board. So let's get started. Okay, first things first, supplies. We have our batting, our fabric, our staple gun, our iron, our pressing board, the big one, and we have, not pictured here, a $10 to $15 wooden tray table from Walmart. Yeah, that's right, from Walmart. We will also be needing a hammer for this project. We'll get to that though. So first things first, we want to press out our fabric because we don't want any wrinkles when we're doing this. We don't want it to look all wrinkly when we get it all finished. So we just press it out and make it look nice. Next, we clear our surface and take our tray table and open it up and lay it on top of 2 layers of our batting. Next, we take our scissors and rough cut around or along one edge of our tray table. Doesn't have to be perfect, it's going to get flipped over and stapled anyway, so who cares? We just want to make sure that it's going to overlap to the bottom side of our tray table. Now it's time for the staple gun. So we start by folding up one edge of our batting and stapling it through both layers to the underside of the tray table. And we do this all along one edge. It's about this time that I realized I'm going to need a hammer. Yep, that's me hammering away, making sure those staples are in there really well. This is why a wooden tray table works really well for this project. Because, you know, once you hammer those in there, it's going to take an act of Congress to get them out. Now we continue with our stapling around all 4 sides of our tray table. Now that you finished one side, when you have flipped it around, you want to make sure the batting is on there nice and tight, not so tight that you're going to tear apart the batting, but tight enough that it's going to lay flat and not wrinkle. When we get to these outside corners on the short sides of our tray table project, you want to make sure you're not going to hit the staples you put in there previously. So be careful with that. You don't want to hit those staples because then you'll have a wacky staple that didn't go in and oops, you got to do it again. Alright, we finished with our batting now. It's time to get our fabric out. So we move the project off to one side, pull out our fabric, and we're going to open it up because we only need one layer for this. So what we do, we lay our fabric out. We can use our tray table to help us with this and get it to a point where we know it's not going to slide off in front of us. That's fine. I've had that happen a time or two. Now once again, we are going to rough cut the fabric. Yes, I should have mentioned scissors as a supply at the beginning of this. My apologies. And like I said, once again, we rough cut the fabric and then we will move on to securing the fabric to the batting and the pressing board. Alright, now we are centering our pressing board project on our fabric. And we're making sure that there is a good amount of fabric on each side. And folding all the raw edges under so that we don't have any fraying or anything like that with this project. Is something you won't have to worry about. Because it's folded under, it's a non-issue, it's not going to be bothered. Woohoo! And then we secure again to the bottom of the pressing board. Don't be afraid to get that hammer out now. Alright, once again when we flip this around, we want to pull the fabric tight. See, it's a little more difficult because the fabric does stick to the batting a bit, but we want to get it as tight as we can without causing any real straining or pulling on the top side. And then we'll fold this side under once again and secure it to the bottom of the pressing board. Alright, now we've come to the short side, and there's a trick for the outer corners that we need to be conscious of. Now, I'm folding the corners in at kind of a diagonal to make a mitered corner look. That way we can once again work on missing those staples that are put there at the ends. It makes it look nice, it gives it a nice finish. That is a bonus, but mostly it's just to make sure we miss those pesky other staples. Now remember, use as many staples as you are comfortable with in this project. Specifically, as many staples as you are comfortable removing should you ever want to change or need to change the fabric on top of your pressing board. To make the mitered corner, I just grab a hold of the corner of the fabric and fold it down at a 45-degree angle and pull it back up over the edge of the pressing board and staple in place. I do this on all 4 corners. Alright, and here we have it, a very nice portable pressing station, just big enough for a small project, a small iron, And if you don't want to get up, you don't have to. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you in the next video.